Hey, what is going on? So, I know it has been a while since I've done an update, but just wanted to update on how I'm doing with my diabetes, my blood pressure, and my weight loss, and my overall health since my water fast ended about a month and a half ago or so. So I actually feel fantastic. I am 34 pounds down. Okay, 34 pounds down. I like to round up. I'm going to say 34 though. So 34 pounds down. I feel really good. The weight's burning off, and I do feel great. So let me get through the stats, and then I'll just share some backstory and stuff like that. So my stats right now, my blood pressure actually for the last couple weeks has been running a little bit high, but over the last couple days it's come back down. So that's been nice. So when I say running high, it was running about 149 over 90. The last 2 days, it's come down to about 117 over 76, 79. So my blood pressure is looking pretty good. My blood sugars, now, this has been kind of a whirlwind thing, up and down all over the place. But keep in mind, a month and a half ago, February 15th, 2018, I took myself off of all diabetic medications because they suck and they kill you. If you don't believe me, listen to Dr. Jason Fung in Diabetes Code. My blood sugars, my fasting blood sugar, so basically my blood sugar in the morning was running about 240, 250. My blood sugar around lunchtime was around 200. And then at dinner time or in the evening, right around 117 to 130. So I'm happy with those, with no medications and my weight being down. I'm good with that. So that's it on blood sugars. My blood pressure, my weight obviously is down, and I feel really, really good. I've got a lot of energy. So what am I doing right now? I am doing a very, 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 very low carb diet. I don't know that I want to call it keto because I haven't done my homework on keto and macros and all that stuff. I know that you're supposed to do low carb, high fat, and moderate protein when you do that. But right now I'm pretty much doing very, very low carb. I'm talking about maybe 10, 20 carbs a day with, water. I haven't drank anything but water. Maybe when I did the water fast, I fell in love with it. I don't know, but the stuff's good and I like it. So I'm going to continue to drink water. So, that's it as far as, update on where I'm at. I feel really good. I'm actually, surprised, how good I feel. But I did want to touch base real quick too on this morning. The last 2 mornings, actually, my blood sugar, my fasting blood sugar was, for example, this morning it was 205. So my blood sugars are coming down, absolutely no doubt. I feel confident in that, and I'm happy with that. When my blood sugars come down and continue to come down and they stabilize for a long time, you know what? Then I would have reversed my type 2 diabetes. So, I'm working on it. It's getting there. A lot of people have asked when I'm going to do an update. So here is the update. Yesterday was a very interesting day for my Facebook followers or for Facebook friends and stuff. I had a little rant on Facebook. Yesterday I went to see my cardiologist. I haven't seen my cardiologist in about a year. because about 5 years ago, I went into atrial fibrillation. And when you do that, you get put on basically a rhythm medication and a blood thinner, which I'm on Xarelto and Sotalol. And those are two medications I did not quit, have not stopped. I continue to take them, and I will continue to take them because that's not something I want to mess around with. Diabetes, I'll mess around with it. As a matter of fact, I will reverse it. So, with that said, my doctor visit, I'm not going to go verbatim.
Oops, I meant verbatim.
Basically, I got to the doctor, and they did, hook me all up, did the EKG thing, and afterwards the doctor comes in, and he says, well, hey, congratulations on the recent weight loss. Since I saw you a year ago, you've also lost 10 pounds. So, announced to him I put some on and now lost a total of 34. So he says, hey, congratulations on the weight loss. That's great. And then he goes into telling me that my EKG looked good. Have I had any shortness of breath? Have I had any chest pains or anything like that, which is probably just generic questions that they ask or cardiologists would ask. So answers were no, 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 and no. So all good there. And then he says, I noticed that you're not taking your cholesterol medication. I said, nope. And he basically asked, why not? And I said, because I don't want to take a statin because I know they're not good for you. And he kind of looked at me with a puzzled look and sat up in his chair a little bit and acted like he was going to pay attention to what I'm saying. So he says, well, I really advise that you get back on your cholesterol medication and that you start taking your cholesterol medication because high cholesterol, LDL, can lead to heart disease and heart attack. And I said, okay, really? So, I'm not dumb, I know that. So, or can it really, really? I don't know if you know the facts, but, so, plaque might, right? But I don't know about just having high cholesterol simply leading to heart disease and a heart attack. Plaque in your arteries, maybe. Okay, so anyway, enough with that part of the rant. So, and then, so I told him I'm not going to take a statin. He says, okay, well, I really advise that you do because you need to get back on that medication to avoid heart disease and a heart attack. And I said, okay. And he proceeds on about diabetic medication. He says, why are you not taking your diabetic medications? And I said, because they are effing killing me. But of course I said the F word and I felt horrible because of the whole respect thing and get struck by lightning from God for dropping the F-bomb at the doctor's office. But I'm pissed off. And it's absolutely stupid to be taking insulin when you're insulin resistant. Think about that for a minute, people. Just think about that for a minute. Type 2 diabetic. You're insulin resistant. So what do we give you? Insulin. Which is going to do what? It's going to make your sugars continue to go higher. And it's going to continue to cause you to gain weight by fatty liver. So, not going to do it. I told him I'm not going to take those medications either. He says, okay, well, I highly advise that you do because diabetes also can contribute to heart disease and heart attack. Okay. Thank you. And I said, well, basically riddle me this. In the last 2 months, I've lost 34 pounds. I told him 35. I cheated a little bit. I've lost 35 pounds. My blood sugars are down to an average of probably about 160. Tell me where my medication will help me. When I was on the medication, my blood sugar was over 350. He sat there, puzzled for a minute, gave me the absolute most stupidest look ever, And then he said again, I advise you to take your diabetic medications and your medication for the cholesterol so you don't get type 2 or you don't continue with heart disease and a heart attack. And then I said, okay. And he says, well, please, again, remember that I advise you that. That's what I'm supposed to do, is advise you that you're supposed to take those medications to prevent those. Everything else looks good. I will see you in a year. I said, okay. So tell me that's not a bunch of crap, people. That's stupid. I'm headed in the right direction. I know I'm headed in the right direction. If you know somebody that has type 2 diabetes, please share this video with them. Share the link or whatever, subscribe or whatever you got to do. Share this with them. Type 2 diabetes is reversible. It's curable without medications. Tell them to consult their primary care physician to get off of the meds, or maybe slowly get off the meds or whatever. I flat out, cold turkey, consulted my primary care physician. I got his permission to drop the meds. I dropped the meds, and I've dropped the meds forever. So please share the video. Let's reverse type 2 diabetes together. Low carb, high fat, moderate protein. Get it done, people. Thanks.